comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. Now, it is no surprise that the economy is literally a dumpster fire right now. We've talked about it a lot, but I don't even need to talk about it because you guys know, you guys see the gas prices, you see the prices of eggs, literally everything.
That is literally your free market. You literally are complaining about your free market system being unregulated with no laws on price gouging, with supply and demand. What a banger of a start.
So, not a surprise or new information, the Gen Z and Millennials are notoriously terrible with money. And I chalk some of that up to the education system because we are not taught about taxes or, how to save, anything like that. But just in general, these two generations, they're struggling a lot.
Were you born in 1908? Look, you're 25. You're a part of that same generation. Did you not know? I get this is Daily Wire, so you just get pumped full of right-wing billionaire money. But most millennials and Gen Z are struggling, probably because they don't have the buying power of the 1960s when you bought your house for 11 shekels, going to college for free with Moses, and had it paid, your house paid off by the end of the year because it cost fucking a ball of yarn. This is the first generation, millennials. They are poorer than their parents. Does that mean nothing? That just hope that check cleared.
Where are my anti-capitalist financial influencers?
Hi, thanks for asking. I'm an anti-capitalist financial...
This already feels like a cherry-picked video with the whole trying to feed your base, the colored hair and all this extra bullshit. But whatever, we'll roll with it.
It is a tricky spot to exist in. For me, it's instead of saying, here's how to have the highest number possible by the time you die, I say, what do you want out of life? And how do we use money and debt and property as tools to get as close to that ideal life as possible?
Okay, I have to go ahead and just stop already because I thought of this when I first watched this video. My financial planners that I work with, they are very much capitalist. They're more right-wing. And you know what they say? They also say that. They talk about what do you want out of life? How can we...
So then what are you complaining about? You're complaining that you agree?
This is not some anti-capitalist thing. That's somebody that is helping you budget and learn how to... That's not... Okay, sorry.
And acknowledge that this is white supremacist patriarchal capitalism. So depending on where you fall within that spectrum of privilege and oppression, we can talk about how much to give in reparations or mutual aid versus how much to be building generational wealth.
Okay, my team doesn't tell me that. Thank God.
I have free resources.
You don't think generational wealth exists? You didn't think that was a thing? You don't think that some people have a lot more privileges in life? I don't know. Let's just say someone was born, into a family where their parents were a judge. You don't think that they could funnel their kid into special opportunities and have extreme wealth? Or let's just say a CEO as a parent. You don't think that pulls anything? The entire purpose of legacy for colleges, you're not going to acknowledge that as a willful ignorance.
The link in my bio. You can also schedule a free consultation with me if you want to talk to me about stuff. And I'm trying to do more content. So if you have questions for me, let me know. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so this TikTok blew up. This person's name is River Nice. Moving on, you heard it. They are an anti-capitalist financial planner, which truly is the oxymoron of the year because they are literally running a business, which is very capitalist of them.
It don't make no more sense.
It doesn't make sense because you're using all three brain cells, fighting for fourth place. You realize that you can exist in a capitalistic system and still be against it. Does that, can you compute that? It just isn't so hard to figure out, you know what, they actually care about where they're investing, where they put their money into. For example, do you want to invest in fossil fuel companies that are actively killing our planet so, they can have all the money in the world while it's on fire? It really isn't as hard of a concept. How about, if you care about, LGBTQ plus rights or whatever the fuck you care about, bullets or something, guns. Would you not want to invest in something that you think is benefiting the world? For example, why would you invest in a company that actively lobbies to pass horrific bills hurting groups of people that you yourself might be included in? Does that make any fucking sense? No? Oh, well, shucks. Maybe like investing in renewable energy. That would be a great financial plan. How about that? Like setting yourself up for the future instead of actively killing the planet. Things like that. It's so simple.
This actually is almost exclusively for trans and queer people. Here's their profile, River Nice. Capitalism is oppression. Trans and queer people deserve to have good lives. Now, I first heard about this story and about...
Just out of curiosity, is that not true? Is a capitalistic system not meant for the person at the top to crush the people at the bottom so that they can steal whatever they want? Like, you know why a lot of people switch to doing their side gig or whatever full time? It's because you can make more money doing literally anything else today than working for someone, because wages have been so stagnant and they steal all of the money that could have been going to people that drive the labor. They just steal it and give it to the top. If you want to own all of the profits and stuff, there's no law, by the way, that says that the owner has to take all of the profits. Why would you not spread that amongst people? Capitalism is a self-killing system because eventually the person at the top gets all of the wealth that the workers don't have any money to buy the products they're even making, let alone buy things in the economy to make the economy sustainable. They're the anti-education crew, so they would have no idea.
For my friends over at Base Politics, they made a video about them on Instagram after Insider ran this article about River, and it is just rich. So I want to read you something. Anti-Capitalist financial planner explains how to make ethically sound investments. Quote, I am trying to educate as many queer millennials as I can about how to be in control of their own money and be intentional with their own money. I think a lot of folks feel like money is just this big scary thing that they don't have a say in. It comes in, it goes out, and hopefully there's a 401k involved to prepare for retirement. That seems very basic. What a lot of people deal with, I guess. Here we go. Often, their work involves reviewing a client's current income, expenses, savings, and debt, and then considering what the client wants to do in the future. That could look like being able to afford eating out once in a...
Just really quick, do you notice how she said, like, for a lot of people? Meaning, like, not her. Why? Because she makes millions of dollars a year, I'm guessing. But considering it's backed by, what, Daily Wire? I mean, what was it? Steven Crowder turned down, like, a multi-million, and I think it was something like, I could be conflating this with Fox News, but like $40 million over the course of like 3 years. So like next time you're struggling to pay your bill and you're believing all of this bullshit, understand that their checks have cleared and they are set for years.
Or taking a trip. Big picture goals might be buying a house, going to graduate school, having kids, or paying for gender-affirming surgery. That's just so ridiculous that is in like a legit article.
Is it ridiculous? You paid to have your fucking roots dyed. You're wearing a whole bunch of makeup right now, and you don't think that someone feeling trapped in the wrong body or whatever, like minding their own business, making whatever health decisions they want to make for their self is ridiculous? Dude, the number one cause of bankruptcy is medical debt. You think that a surgery like that would be cheap? Why would that not be something you would save for?
Oh, you're saving up to chop off your boobs? Great. Excellent. Let's put that in the budget. So freaking weird. Quote, if you're just getting started, the best thing you can do is to look at how money comes in and goes out on day to day. Are you spending on things that are not aligned with your values or priorities? Make small incremental changes to get your day-to-day habits better aligned with what is important to you. I actually totally agree with that. That's something that I focused on. I talked about it at the beginning of January, my no spend January, which I've actually done very well at. I still have not bought any new clothes, guys. Literally none, which is very impressive for me. Anyway, moving on. They added that helping people remove money as a stressor would hopefully give people the time and resources to help others. Those folks might have opportunities to be doing more political activism or setting up new structures of living in ways that were hard to imagine before. I'm imagining a ripple effect where there's more economic power in that community.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
It's almost like that's how capitalism works, where people with more money invest in new ventures, and those ventures help keep people employed.
Fucking potato. They are using their money they have as a worker to set up a safety net, an investment for their future, because the economic system doesn't have one. Did you not get that? Did you not piece that together? Right? Capitalism means that people with capital would be reinvesting in that. Putting a little money away and trying to have a safe economic future so you can retire, that's not playing into the whole system. You're not using that money to go buy up another business to like restart the cycle again. That's not at all what you're doing. First off, before we even go farther, I need you, like woman or whatever, just define the word socialism. Go ahead and define, not even just the word, just define the concept. Because people like this always throw that word around. Same thing with communism. They're both different. That's why we don't just, how we don't call everything anymore. We have words and they mean different things. Yeah, socialism and communism are different. So go define both of those concepts. We don't have that in the US. We have a capitalistic system. So even just because you hate capitalism doesn't mean you don't get to work with the system we have. You have to work with the system we have.
They supporting Reaganomics? Look, that's what they're saying. Literally. I mean, obviously they're trying to be more ethical and trans about it all, but still, they kind of are. They're getting pretty damn close to that. And if they're getting...
Reaganomics is trickle-down economics. That's not at all what just happened. Saving money. I'm sorry, did we talk about tax cuts or anything? No? Oh, I thought so.
Close to supporting Reaganomics, then they're probably just a couple steps away from investing in gold and silver from bullion.
Jesus Christ.
Inflation continues and will continue to be an issue for a long time. The price of the dollar has gone up 2,000% since the 1800s, and right now we are seeing skyrocketing prices across all industries. And when the price of goods is constantly increasing, are you prepared? Maybe you have some cash on hand that's stashed under your pillow, but what about...
Be very scared.
Now
be terrified. Why would you buy it through the market when you can buy it overpriced from me?
Limited edition patriotic silver starter.
Oh, patriotic. It's a fucking coin.
And I highly doubt your anti-capitalist financial planner will give you this advice because it involves buying something from somebody and actually being prepared for an economic crash.
You realize socialism buys things from people as well. Ugh. Anyway, they would not actually advise you to buy a fucking Donald Trump coin. What did you pay for that? $59.95 or some shit, and it's a 50-cent piece. No, they would not advise you to buy that, actually.
Now, at first I thought, this is insane. This is probably just a one-off. It's a smaller account, one viral video. And then I thought to myself, Brett, you idiot. It is 2023. This is probably not new. And it is not. Here's some other examples. This actually looks exactly like my best friend, and it took me aback for a minute because I was why is Madison doing... There's an entire firm dedicated to it. Jordana Capital Investment with a backbone. We are an anti-capitalist wealth management firm with a commitment to supporting clients and redistributing rather than continuing to accumulate wealth. So you're literally paying somebody to tell you how to lose money. Just go to a casino. Literally, the oxymorons are insane. Can you believe?
No, just the straight morons are insane. Did you not read that? You just took everything at face value. You didn't understand how anything worked. I'm telling you, it's very simple to invest in companies that benefit the planet, benefit or lobby to actually protect groups of people.
Strategic role for wealthy investors in transforming our economy is divesting from Wall Street and shifting their money into community-controlled investments that center racial and economic justice. Oh, good. Oh.
I literally just said that. It's so simple. Probably don't invest in companies that would go against your interest.
Everybody who goes to these wealth management firms, these anti-capitalist ones, you are sad, 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 sad. Saving money and investing in your future, even if you're not going to be here investing in your kids, that is the most hopeful thing that you can do. Believing that the world has the possibility to get better, contribute that, whether it's through innovation or just investing it back into the system, that is incredibly positive and incredibly hopeful. Just wanting to throw money away, get rid of it, and not leave any money to your kids or leave a legacy, that's depressing. It's not shocking because they believe the world is ending, but it's just kind of sad.
There are floods happening every day. There are fires happening all the time. We're literally in the middle of massive train derailments where chemicals are getting put into the atmosphere and causing acid rain and killing livestock, killing your pets, getting you sick, lifelong ailments. This is from the same crowd that didn't take COVID seriously, and now there's a massive tax on the economy for lifelong disabilities because these fucking morons couldn't wear a mask. How weak do you have to be to wear cotton on your face? But the same people are going to scream out there, such tough men, such patriots, and they're scared of a needle. But it is wild to me. They don't care about fiscal responsibility. They can't even understand basic concepts because they're against education. It's the same reason they want to ban the Department of Education because they're the pro-stupid crowd. No one can afford to have kids because you pay people so low. That's what the whole DINK thing is, dual income, no kids. You didn't hop on that wildly popular trend? You just chose the one colored-haired people or whatever? Jesus Christ.
Sorry if I butchered that. Founder of financial planning firm Just Wealth to help her redistribute some of her wealth back into society. That means taking some of it out of Wall Street and investing it in ventures that promote human well-being and economic fairness over profits. You're making this so much more complicated than it is. Investing in venture.
It's only complicated when you're a fucking simpleton that takes everything at face value and goes, oh, well, I just throw my money to whatever company that crushes people the most and give me the return on investment. It's just morals and values and ethics. That's really all it is. It really isn't complicated.
Promote human well-being and economic fairness over profits. That's literally called donating to nonprofits. It is called charity or
No, it's not, because nonprofits can easily have salaries of like $5 million. It's called nonprofits, right? It's not just funneling money to people. You very easily can funnel money to yourself through nonprofits. This is what I mean. It's the simpleton mindset where you just take everything at face value because you're having a professional temper tantrum.
From businesses that ethically source their products. That's also a crazy idea. But I don't want to get ahead of myself because I know that that is a shocking and new concept to many liberals, considering the right-wingers give more to charity than people on the left. But I digress, and that actually is true. You can look it up.
It's actually not. I went ahead and read that study because I thought it was pretty interesting, and it turns out they measured the wealthiest Republicans, and they actually said that because of their safe spaces when they are more of the majority in like Republican areas, they're willing to give more. Do you know why? Because they have the lowest tax rates and their taxes don't pay for anything. That's why they clipped the headline. Did you see how fast that was? Yeah, it's kind of an embarrassing study. You can read it. I definitely recommend you check it out. But that's why she kind of skips over all of it, because it's really, it really shows. Republicans do give more when they're in their safe space surrounded by other Republicans trying to pay for things that they couldn't have funded through their tax dollars. That's pretty much what it says, because Democratic counties distribute wealth more broadly, so they don't have that problem. Good job.
Planners, they are literally just making up fancy terms and new concepts to make you feel better about the natural inclination to make more money and invest it so that you can better your lifestyle and leave money for your kids, which is not a crime. At the end of the day, this is still involving yourself in the capitalist system. It's really not that complicated. It is not a bad thing to want to make more money, to leave a legacy. It is an incredibly positive and hopeful thing to do.
I'm just going to end it there. Long story short, every single country is a mixed economy. The United States is no different. What you can do is actually save and use things more ethically. Investing. You can invest more ethically than just whatever's going to get the fastest return on investment while throwing or harming other people in the path to gaining wealth and gaining money. It's such a simple concept, and it's just the willful ignorance or sheer stupidity. Who knows anymore? Absolutely crazy to see how things can be spoon-fed, just so easy to understand, and they still can't get it. But when it comes to reacting to these videos and stuff, it's not shocking, because again, they're paid to not understand, or at least pretend like they can't understand. Anyway, go check out one of these other videos, because why not? They're free.